We're here at the Gigabyte and Aorus booth at CES 2024 in Las Vegas, and let me go ahead and show you guys around some of the latest innovations that they're sharing here today. So the first thing I wanted to go ahead and show off were some of these absolutely beautiful screens. First off, these are 1440p ultra-wide monitors. This is a 49 and a 34, and they are OLED, so the blacks are completely black. And we got some amazing color contrast, as you can see on these screens. They look amazing. This one can do up to 240 hertz at 1440p OLED, which is one of the later, I've only been seeing this at the show. I haven't seen it in person yet. So this is really cool to see that we're finally getting 240 hertz OLED monitors available for the public. If we continue on, we also have some non-ultra-wide monitors that they're showing off. This is a 32 and 27. These are probably going to be way more popular with the average consumer because it's going to be probably a little bit cheaper price than those super ultra-wides, especially like the 49-inch. But these still have that amazing OLED 240 hertz refresh rate, which is amazing, and the color looks it's amazing. So I can't even explain. So that is awesome. And then we also have a 4K VA panel that they're showing off here. This is probably going to be lower priced than these other products if I had to assume. It is a VA, so you're going to be limited there, but it is 4K up to 160 hertz with an overclock. All right, so one other thing that Aorus is showing off that I'm really excited to go ahead and show is they have a 4070 Ti Super that was just released by NVIDIA. So this is going to have 16 gigabytes of VRAM and is going to sit right between the 4070 Ti and 4080. I believe these are running around $999 right now, or a little bit less. I'll make sure I have the right price up on the screen, but these are absolutely amazing. It's going to be a nice sweet spot for performance when you want to go ahead and compete with something like the 7900 XTX from AMD. So this is their latest product. It's a similar cooler to all the other ones that they've had on the market. Nothing too special with it, but it is cool to go ahead and see one in person. Another thing that Aorus is specifically showing off is their top-of-the-line products when it comes to building a complete system. They're now able to basically offer every product that you need to put a system together. So starting off with their Aorus WaterForce X2 360. This is their brand new AIO. It's got magnetic fans. You can see that we got the actual pogo pins and the pads. Go ahead and snap these all together. They should just snap into place, and you can basically build your system like that. It also has a nice LCD screen. I'll show you guys that just in a minute. And it's 360. It is only, I believe, 25 millimeter thickness or 30 millimeter thickness for the radiator itself. So it's not anything too special there, but it is nice to see that Aorus is entering the market. It's always good to have more competition. To continue on, they also are showing off some of their memory. These are DDR5 6000 modules, so not the fastest thing in the world, but these are going to go ahead, if you do want to have an all Aorus system, that's possible. They also have an SSD. This is only a Gen 4 drive that they're showing off here. I'm going to see if they have some more Gen 5 drives in just a minute. I know they were trying to show off some last year, but that is another option. It's a 1 terabyte variety, and if you do want something kind of in the mid-range for NVMe drives, that's not bad. That's not a bad option. They also have their P1200 Platinum power supply. It has a LCD screen here, and it's got the full spec, so pretty much you got everything that you're going to need the power right there. So this is a fully modular power supply. It's going to be perfect kind of fit that all Aorus system. Continue on, we got a 4090 Master 24 gigabyte GPU. This thing is absolutely massive. This is at least 4 slots here, but an incredible cooling solution. And this is one of the best ones out there when it comes to keeping those 4090s nice and cool. Additionally, when it comes down to motherboards, something I thought was really cool is Aorus's new Extreme X motherboard. This motherboard is really cool because this is actually a full LCD screen that you can go ahead and customize, as well as you kind of have this this flat finish because of the covering. I believe this pops off and you can lift this entire plate up, and that allows you to go ahead and access all your NVMe drives and everything that you need to get there. Additionally, this motherboard is a EATX motherboard, so it is a little wider, but what that does allow for is everything to be side mounted. So basically you got all your power coming in on the side itself, as well as your USB 3.0s, your SATA. There's nothing really you're connecting at the bottom of your case anymore. Everything is on the side or right up top. which means you're going to get some absolutely super clean builds, just like this one here, where basically everything in the system is coming out that side. There's nothing really like popping off the motherboard, I believe, besides the Type-C connector there. So that's definitely something really cool. Now let's talk about one of the biggest trends for computer components over the past year, and that's getting a completely all-white system. So Aorus and Gigabyte have been working together to go ahead and show off some of their all-white components, including this 850 watt power supply. They did do a good job with going and get a nice clean white aesthetic. They got their white Aero series GPUs. They do have a silver backplate, but that usually goes really well with the white aesthetic that most of these builds are, and it matches their motherboards, where we got an X670E Aorus board right here, we got a B650, and then we got a Z790. So we got everything covered when it comes to, you know, major sockets for the current generation processors. And if we continue on, they also have their exact same Aorus WaterForce coolers. This is the WaterForce X2, which has the LCD screen. That's their add-on feature. And then they have the WaterForce 2 Ice, which is just the white version without the actual LCD screen. It's just a plain pump cover, which is nice for most people. It's going to probably be at a much better price point, so it's something to keep in mind. And this does have those nice little mounts where they snap all together. So similar to the fans for the X series. And if we come all the way down here, we can see a nice white build that shows off all the components that they have on this lineup to go ahead and build your all-white PC with Aorus components. Another thing Aorus does really well are their laptops, and Gigabyte's been doing them for quite a while. And this one right here is the Aorus 17X, the 2024 model. It's going to have a 14th generation i9 processor, which is now available. It's got a 1440p screen, 240 hertz, and so it's absolutely beautiful, super smooth, and it's got pretty much, I believe, any 40 series GPU that's available in it. They don't have the exact spec besides just saying it's a 40 series laptop GPU. But what I did want to go ahead and show off is the thermal design that they worked on. This is it right here. This is their thermal cooling module, and it's a massive design. It basically takes up the entire laptop, which is great to see because a lot of laptop manufacturers will basically cut out on, you know, thermal performance, and we've seen in videos I've tested to see that, you know, that happens all the time. Doesn't matter how much you're spending. What's really cool about this laptop cooler in particular, it's got a massive vapor chamber that sits over the CPU and GPU, and then it's got basically heat pipes going all the way around, allowing for the heat to be distributed all over with heat sinks up top as well as on the sides, and then you got 4 fans that are able to go ahead and keep the system nice and cool while running at full speed. So with that, that wraps up pretty much everything at the Gigabyte and Aorus booth here at CES 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.